morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders and analysts. This is Mike Costa, the FX boss, and this is the Professional Forex Trading Course 101. Never forget, everybody, trading is a learnable skill when you learn in the correct way. Alright, what is our goal? My goal is to bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years, right? On average, could be faster, could be... Yeah, I don't have the camera, I'm sorry. I need to figure out why the camera is not working. Hopefully next week, everybody. And this is our last stream, our last webinar, our last session for this week. So what is an institutional way, everybody? First, the analyst, alright? You can take a screenshot of this, print it out, and this is how it happens. Not the Forex course 303, but the first two, alright? This is how it happens in an institution. Might be an investment bank, hedge fund, broker, whatever, alright? You are starting as a junior analyst, then you progress, you become a senior analyst, and then if you want, upgrade your knowledge, your skill, your money, then you become a strategy manager, you become a portfolio manager, you become a trader, right? That's the institutional way in most of the companies all around the world. Yeah, you wish, right? They don't give you money and say, oh, I'm John and just give me the millions and the billions, right? It's not going to happen. Next, everybody, you are going to graduate from this course when, number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Beginner traders in the future, maybe not right now, but in the future, your charts are going to be something like this. Alright? You are going to have your strategy, but as you can see, you have trend lines in here. There are some trend lines on the chart. So we're going to work on number one today. Number two, you have your strategy in place, you understand how you win, how you lose. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Trend lines are not a strategy tool in terms of executing strategy, but they are as a charting tool to determine what is the long-term, short-term, alright, movement of the market. Risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. We are here to learn. And if you have questions like, oh, how old are you? You can send me an email, or Skype or whatever. So let's go here and file and open. Let's go here, classes. And from the manual, if you didn't receive the free manual, send me an email. Alright, everybody, and from the manual, how to properly do the 3 trend lines every time has, so it's page 55. Lesson number 8, the 3 trend lines every time frame has. The 3 trend lines that every time frame has are the long-term trend line, the medium-term trend line, and the short-term trend line, and the aggressive one. There could be more than one short-term trend line. Rule: in order to draw the long-term trend line, we need to start from a relevant high. We talked about this yesterday, but before we go to trend lines, just quickly now, what are we doing here, right? A quick recap. Okay, everybody, a quick recap. So, give me a second. Structured learning, a quick recap. Alright, this is the picture. 1 hour of free course 101 is going to bring you, hopefully, to the understanding of direction, and again, we're talking about probability, timing, and pattern. Alright, this is the big picture of 1 year, this full systematic Forex course. Alright, so you're trying to learn how to define direction in the correct way most of the time, timing, correct timing most of the time, and patterns. You know, we need to learn the rules of the patterns, right? And from the same time frame perspective and also from the multiple time frame perspective. This is the big picture. And talking about direction and timing and patterns, so far we are just at the beginning of this course. Direction. What tools are giving us direction? Well, we've learned about number one. Number one is the what? Exactly, not market wave. Monthly bands. Monthly bands is the first tool that gives the direction. Number two, market wave is the long-term view. Alright, number three, short-term trend is the short-term view. Analysts, not a trader yet. Alright, then, and now number four is trend lines. Right, long term, medium term, and short term. Alright, everybody, so far this is the learning path. Alright, and no, we didn't learn. It's coming. The first one, it's called the counter trend line break. So timing, we didn't learn anything yet. Alright, everybody, so one more. Now we are trying to upgrade the knowledge, talking about the monthly bands plus market wave. It's the long-term view. Inside the market wave you have the short-term view. Alright, what is the short-term trend doing? And now we have the trend lines. Alright, so if this is the monthly band, just an example, lower band, upper band, and here you have the market wave, right? And on the market wave you have the short-term trend. Give me a second. Alright, you have the short-term trend, and now the short-term trend is doing something like this. Just an example. Yes, quick recap. And now you are learning about the trend lines. Alright, a trend line is a tool we've learned yesterday. A trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. And then now this is so I need to be more precise with the market wave. There you go. So talking about trend lines, this is the uptrend line, and now as you can see you have also the medium term trend line, right, up in here. So the market broke the medium trend line and it's falling, you know. So monthly bands, long-term view is up, market wave, long-term view is up, right? Yes, on all time frames. This is the skill, technical, when you analyze a chart, that you are trying to get on the direction. Then you have the short-term trend. What is the short-term trend doing? Lower lows or highs. So the short-term trend is the short-term view of a currency pair. Short-term trend is down. Short-term trend is down. And trend lines, you know, what is long-term, medium-term, short-term. And I can do a better example, right? Let's say that the market wave is like this. Blue one, two, there you go, and this is then the black one. Whoops. Black one, right? This go, yeah, it's better like this for us to understand what is what. So trend lines, you know. I got it. Congratulations. Make sense? So short term, this market is talking about trend lines. Monthly bands, long. Market wave, long. Short on trend, short. shorting the market. Trend lines, the market broke the short-term trend line or the medium-term trend line, and now it's going down here. See everybody how it works? So trend lines, long-term trend line is up, but the short-term trend line is down. Alright? A trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. Trend lines are extremely important when you go on the smaller time frame. If you want to become a day trader, intraday trader, exactly, that's the game. That's the game. That's the game. Right? Because yeah, we did. Now, our knowledge is limited. We didn't learn pass, support, resistance, pivot points. But if you want to micromanage this short-term downtrend, right? And if you are here on the daily chart and the 4-hour chart, right? Now, don't freak out. This is why it takes 1 year to learn. Analysts. Don't freak out because of the quantity of the information. Talking about the short-term downtrend, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, right? The short-term downtrend moves exactly in the same way. Pay attention, I'm not saying in the same direction, but conceptually it's moving in the same way. What does this mean? The short-term trend must make an extension and retracement too. This is going to be the next module from the manual. It's called retracement trading and timing, or timing and retracement trading. So if on the 15-minute chart the market starts making higher highs, higher lows, and you have a trend line, see everybody, trend line break, then intraday on the 15-minute chart you can make some money. Alright everybody? Alright, this is just a quick recap on what are we trying to do, and trend lines, you know, and yes, we have support, resistance, pivot points, then we have candlestick formations, then we have the Fibonacci's, and then I'm not sure, news events too. Yes, news events are coming too. Alright, this is the technical skill of the Forex course 101, and again, more knowledge is coming for 5, 6, 7 for you to understand. Alright, what is what on the monthly chart, what is what on the weekly chart, what is what on the daily chart, and what is what on the smaller time frames, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Good? Alright, now talking about trend lines. This is the market, just an example. Alright, so every single currency pair and every single time frame could have what is called the long-term time frame, and we're going to go on long-term trend line. Alright everybody, long-term trend line. Then it could have what is called the medium-term trend line. Dismiss, thank you very much. The medium-term trend line and medium trend line, and then you have what it's called, so let me do it better, a little bit up in here, and then you could have the short-term trend line. What color? Violet. Alright, so orange, long-term trend line, orange. Orange, it's what is called the medium term, talking about time, medium term trend line, medium term trend line. Violet is going to be the short term trend line. All right, it's violet. And then everybody, the more the market is speeding up, it happens time to time, then you could have also the what you call the aggressive trend lines, and you can have multiple aggressive trend lines. All right, so it's going to be blue, and the best that happened back in time, it was GBP JPY. Happened this, exactly this. The market was just whoosh speeding up. So the blue one, it's called the aggressive trend line. Aggressive trend line. Trend lines, not trend line. It's you can have one, more than one. All right. Now, what I want you to learn, alright, what I want you to lower your head and be coachable is the rule, alright, being coachable, lowering your head, rule, every specific time frame has its own trend lines, right? Star, yes, sometimes they overlap, but please don't you overlap, right? Because overlapping is you learning in the wrong way. Alright? I need you to lower your head right now and be coachable and learn. If you want to make money next year or just start making money, you know, give me a second. Arrow. Hedge fund trader Shola, hedge fund trader Clara, hedge fund trader Ala, hedge fund trader Ernesto, hedge fund trader 4K, hedge fund trader Sync, and everybody else who's going to watch the recording. Be coachable and understand that every specific time frame, monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, hello Ala, how are you, has its own trend lines. Yes, sometimes when you chart they overlap, but please don't you overlap, because overlapping is you learning in the wrong way. Boss, what do you mean? I mean that I've seen countless times, everybody, I've seen countless times, you know, give me a second, and euro dollar, I've seen countless times student traders, you know, they're going to do this, give me a second, they're going to go on the monthly chart and they're going to do something like this, which is okay, it's good, and they're going to do something like this, and again it's more precise, right, more precise here, not to break bodies, which is good, and then the student trader is going to do something like this, you know, which is still good, and then charting from here down to here, and it's still good, and then the student trader is going to do something like this, and until here it's still all good, you know, it's all good. But then the student trader is not going to open a new chart, is going to go directly on the weekly. See everybody? This is me overlapping things. This is me having trend lines from the monthly chart, alright, now on the weekly chart. And then I've seen this. You know, somebody's going to do like this, and somebody is going to do what? Maybe like this, alright? And then remember, now this is from the orange from the weekly, and this is from the weekly, and this is from the weekly, right? And then the same student trader is going to go and do something like this. Is going to go, the same chart is going to go on the daily. Make sense? I'm overlapping trend lines. Alright, everybody? I'm not doing the correct way. What is the correct way? Every specific time frame has its own trend lines. Like every specific time frame has its own market wave. Every specific time frame has its own trends, shortened trends. And yes, sometimes they overlap, but please don't you overlap, because overlapping is you learning in the wrong way. Make sense, everybody? Now, on the daily chart, what do you see? You are going to see, oh, something like this. You know, now this is from the daily. See, everybody, what do you understand from this? What is long term? What is short term? Hello 4K, how are you? You cannot analyze like this, everybody. You cannot chart like this if you are listening to me. And for sure, you cannot trade like this. Yes, I can. My FX book is the report card. Right, everybody? Build your charts with the 3 trend lines, and every single time frame has its own trend line. Yes, sometimes they do overlap, but if this is me now overlapping, now I'm going back to the monthly because I need to check something. Right? What do I understand from the monthly? Is this all good? Is this the way to go? I have all the trend lines on one chart. Exactly, not good. Agreed, everybody? This is not the way to go. Agreed? I don't agree. Alright. We are going to talk next year and the next 5 years. Maybe you are going to get coachable, that maybe you cannot clearly see what is what because you have all the tools on the same chart, and you are changing from the same chart, you are changing, and you are overlapping patterns, right? You are overlapping the market wave, you are overlapping the shortened trends. Alright, everybody? This is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. You are not learning, you are learning in the wrong way. Alright? One more time, we just started. This is what we're trying to do. Our knowledge is limited, but talking about direction, me correctly predicting monthly bands, market wave. Monthly bands is the long-term view. Alright, monthly bands is the long-term view. Long-term view. As an analyst, monthly bands is the long-term view. Market wave is the long-term view. Short-term trend is the short-term view. And the trend lines are now the long-term view, medium-term and short-term. Alright, everybody, so if I'm overlapping the monthly bands and the market wave and the short-term trend and the trend line, can I, number one, can the market make sense to me? This is just an example. Let's say that this is the monthly chart, alright? This is the monthly chart. Monthly bands, what is the long-term view? Well, monthly bands, up. Market wave, what is the long-term view? The orange, well, long-term view is up. Short-term trend from the monthly. What is the short-term view? Well, the short-term trend is making lower lows or highs. So the short-term view is down. Trend lines. The long-term trend line, it's up. And the short-term trend line, the market broke the short-term trend line or the medium-term trend line, and it's going down. So this is the projection, short-term and long-term, on the monthly chart, right? Now, this is where you lose money. If this is the short-term trend on the monthly, and on the monthly, our knowledge is limited, but on the monthly the market does a bullish candlestick formation, right? Your short-term trend is down, but this bullish candle or candlestick formation on the daily, because one monthly candle is a graphical representation of 1 month of price action, on the daily chart you would have a short-term uptrend. Can you see why you should not overlap? You shouldn't do this, everybody, on any tool, you know. You should have the 4 charts. Alright? Give me a second. Trading, Forex. Give me a second, everybody. Please believe me, I like you, I love you, but I don't want to hear excuses, alright? You should have the 4 charts. Oh, but this is not cheap, this is not for free, whatever. Go to JForex. This software is for free, everybody. Go to Dukascopy website, download JForex. This software is for free. I know that TradingView, the 4 charts, is not for free. I know this, I'm conscious, I'm aware. If you don't have money, or if you don't want to pay for the charting software, all good, go to JForex, and here you can build your 4 charts. And it's for free. Shola, what of timing? We didn't learn yet, Shola. Where are we? We are here, right? This is the main page today. Timing, we didn't learn yet. Alright, we are following, Shola, the manual, your manual, Shola and Ernesto. We are following your manual, so we didn't learn timing yet. But so far the monthly bands to determine the long-term view, long-term direction, market wave, the long-term direction, the short-term trend is the short-term view, and trend lines. Now one more tool for you to structure and understand the knowledge. Alright, everybody? This is 1 year of learning. You're trying to learn direction, and we are doing this with those tools, and you are trying to learn who is stronger from the same time frame perspective and the multiple time frame perspective. Alright? Timing, probability, you are trying to learn with candlestick formations, counter, trend line break, and crowns. We didn't learn yet. And then pattern, you know, tradable patterns, uptrend, downtrend, consolidation, market wave, crown, and lastly Fibonacci. Alright? This is the package of the Forex course 101. Alright, everybody? Have your 4 charts. I don't know how, I don't know when, but you cannot make money. Please hear me out, everybody. No money in the money phase if you don't have the 4 charts. Why not, boss? Because you are going to chart in the wrong way. Forex course 101 is the foundation. Before you can make money with your strategy, you must be a good analyst. This is the institutional way. Alright? I hope you're coachable right now, and lower your head and listen that you start as a junior analyst, not a trader. You start with a junior analyst, and then in a few years you become a senior analyst, and in the next few years, if you want to, You can become a portfolio manager, a strategy provider, or a trader. Different vocabulary. Alright? This is the institutional way. If you don't learn Forex Course 101 well, if you don't have the 4 charts, if you do not understand, not because you are stupid, but because you are overlapping, your brain cannot identify. Listen to me. You are 2 years in the making, not making any money. You are 5 years in the making and you are not consistently profitable. Some of you are 10 years in the making and you are not consistently profitable. Good news, bad news. Good news, you are not stupid. Make sense? You are not stupid. Bad news, you didn't learn when you are not learning in the correct way. You are not stupid, but your brain cannot pick the correct information. Sorata, Forex trader, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Alright, everybody? Not a problem, just try to follow the lead and try to do the homeworks, alright? Make sense, everybody? Ala, how many years are you in the market? 4K, how many years are you trying to learn? Sorata, how many years are you in the Forex market trying to be consistently profitable? Shola did used to provide strategy. Trend lines, everybody, we talked about this too. You know, trend lines are not part. In the terms of execution and strategy building, trend lines are a charting tool. Alright? Counter trend line, it could be a strategy tool, but trend lines are a charting tool. Trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. Alright? Strategy tool, I'm going to buy in the direction of the monthly bands. Strategy tool, I'm going to trade the market wave on the 4-hour chart example. Strategy rule, I'm going to trend the short-term trend on the daily example. Strategy rule. Make sense? Why not? Because the trend line is up. Trend line is, the long-term trend line is up, but you as an intraday trader, intraday, you know, if this is the daily chart, the red one, the daily chart is the red one, making lower lows, lower highs, and it broke the counter trend line, which we didn't learn yet, and on the 15-minute chart it's making higher highs, higher lows, example, you can buy and go long intraday. Make sense, everybody? So the market broke this trend line, it's making lower lows, lower highs, you can still go long. Make sense? No, there is no right or wrong. If you want, you can build a, sure, you can build a rule about trend lines too, but I'm telling you, trend line is not a strategy in terms of execution. Counter trend line break is, alright? Alright, so here is the question, everybody. Alright, beginner analysts, not a trader yet, analysts. It happens all the time, and then you can put in the chart, everybody, a currency pair and a time frame. Hedge fund trader Ala, hedge fund trader 4K, hedge fund trader Shola, hedge fund trader Sorata. What are you going to do in here? The market broke the two aggressive trend lines. Are you going to buy or are you going to sell? What are you going to do? Everybody. And don't be shy, there is no right or wrong. This is what we're learning right now. And remember, this could be the monthly chart. This could be the weekly chart, but not the monthly. This could be the daily chart, but not the weekly. And this could be the 1 hour, 2 hour chart and not the daily. Boss, what do you mean? Alright? If this is the daily chart, and now on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, the market broke the aggressive trend line. What are you going to do? Alright, so this is the bearish candle. The market's moving down. The bearish candle, it's a graphical representation, 1 day of price action. What are you going to do? So Rata, I'm trying to use trend line. I'm confusing how to enter or exit, but using trend line, does trend need to be used with support or resistance? So again, a strategy, there is no right or wrong, everybody. Sometime when the market is consolidating, it did not make a new low, I adjust trend line because it consolidated to the right until hit trend line, but it did not go down. I'm going to buy. Alright, thank you very much for the comment, everybody. Trend lines and trends, right? Thank you very much for the question. Now this is a technical skill. Everybody, this is the market, and then this is the market, and then this is the market, alright? Alright, everybody? You must get aware that the market didn't break the trend line. Alright? Sometimes the market is going to present you this situation, and you are going to think, oh, the market broke the trend line, and you are going to short, and then you are going to lose. Alright? Pat yourself on the back, it's all good, this is how we learn. You've lost because you've sold a pattern called consolidation. Alright, everybody? This is the understanding of this. Alright, everybody? Pat yourself on the back, not your fault. But this example, thank you very much. So, Rata, this example is the understanding of these patterns and probabilities. Learn the rules, who is stronger from the same time frame perspective and who is stronger from the multiple time frame perspective. I'm not going to ask you, oh, do you agree with me? I'm going to ask you a better question. Does this make sense to you? Alright, everybody, happened to me too, don't worry, you know, happens to everybody. But you must make sense out of the loser. Alright, I've shorted the market. I've lost. Why? Because I've sold the consolidation. So this trend line, it's not broken yet. Alright? Boss, how can we do? You can upgrade your knowledge, and different traders, which you are not yet, different traders are doing different stuff. But if this is the issue, once the market breaks the uptrend line, wait for a confirmed downtrend. If you are going to wait for two lower lows, lower highs, this cannot happen to you. Does this make sense, everybody? Oh, but John is a professional trader, John is an aggressive trader, John can short the market in here. You are not a professional trader, you are not John or Jane, you are going to wait as a good analyst. As a good analyst, you are going to wait for the market to confirm the short-term downtrend. One more time, if you can get coachable or implement a new habit to wait for the confirmation on the other side of the trend line, you can escape those losers. And if you find value in these lessons, give it a thumb up on YouTube. You're helping Dukas copy. I'm going to buy short-term, short down the... Give me a second, I need to say I have a heart on the chat. Let me say hi. Short-term, short down to the daily trend line. Question mark. Everybody, question mark. It's a strategy question, right? So I'm going to buy. What? So decision. Hedge fund trader Ala, hedge fund trader Shola, hedge fund trader 4K. I'm going to buy. Why are you buying a downtrend? Everybody make sense? I'm going to buy. Why are you buying a downtrend? Don't worry, exactly. We didn't learn timing. It's a conversation. It's a question about direction now. Beginner traders, pat yourself on the back, but you must stop doing it. Alright? How many of you, they've seen countless videos, how many of you have seen countless videos and you've seen a retracement, lower highs, and the market is like this, and you've seen videos about support, resistance, pivot points, example, right? And you buy down here, and when you buy, the market goes into a deeper retracement. Make sense? This is you speculating, everybody. Oh, but it hit past support. So what? So what? Oh, but it's in an uptrend. So what? How do you know that now that you've bought, the market's going to go up? Not do you agree with me? Does this make sense to you? Pat yourself on the back, it's all education, but stop speculating. Boss, should I wait for the change in the short-term trend? Well, you tell me. What is less? It's still a probability game, for a lack of a better word. But you tell me. You buying down in here, or you buying up in here? What is less speculative? Type in the chat, everybody. Is the green one less speculative? Or is the violet one less speculative? Which one is less speculative? I will draw trend line on the retracement and I will buy after the trend line break. Great. Beginner traders, not traders yet, analysts. Some of you are even advanced and intermediate. You are still buying and you are speculating, aren't you? Again, I'm not going to ask you, do you agree with me? Does this make sense to you? And now it starts, the conversation that nobody wants to listen to. What causes this behavior? Number one, lack of education, which is technical, and number two, the part that you don't want to hear, emotions equals to FOMO, equals to chasing the money. Chasing the money. Make sense, everybody? You buy in the market in a short-term downtrend. You buy in the market in a retracement just because it passed support. By the way, we didn't learn this yet. You know, it could be lack of education, but starting from today, no, not anymore. You're getting educated. This is you being emotional. You know, oh my gosh, this market is going to go up. You know, oh my gosh, it passed support. Oh my gosh, the candle is moving up. Let's buy the market. You are emotional. You have subconsciously fear of missing out. You are, meaning, what is FOMO? You are chasing the money and you buy in here and the market stops you out. That's the difference. Alright? So that when I draw support and resistance, when the price arrives, the support resistance must wait for the confirmation like high, lower high candlestick pattern. Again, up to you. The more convergences you have, what are convergences? The more reasons on both sides the more everybody, what is probabilistic thinking? Probabilistic thinking is that not every setup is the same. Probabilistic thinking is the understanding that every moment in the market is unique. And probabilistic thinking is that the understanding that the more convergences, the more tools on the direction side and the more tools on the timing side you have, the better the probability. Boss, tell me what to do. I can't. You need to build your strategy. Make sense? You cannot buy strategies, you cannot copy strategies, you cannot clone strategies. I mean, you can, but it doesn't work, right? Buying, copying strategies doesn't work. Buying signals doesn't work. Buying robots and expert advisors doesn't work, does it? Oh my gosh, I've been doing this for 5 years. Well, me too, back in time. Just grow in understanding how this game is played. Make sense, everybody? Tell me how to do. I can't. You need to build. I can give you suggestions. I believe your entry is good, your setup is good, but I cannot tell you, oh, this is wrong. There is no right or wrong in strategy. A scalper is going to have a different strategy than a day trader. A day trader is going to have a different strategy compared to a swing trader. A swing trader is going to have a different strategy compared to a news trader. A news trader is going to have a different strategy compared to a position trader. Tell me what to do. I can't. I'm a swing trader personality type. Keyword, personality type. What if you're a scalper personality type? Tell me what to do. I can't. I cannot. That's why kids don't obey the parents, do they? The parent is a scalper, furious, and the kid is a swing trader. Calm, patient, no rushing. And the parent goes, oh, my kid is really pissing him. You know, how many times did I need to tell you? Son, come here. Son, come here. Come here. Oh, I need to. You never listen to me, son. No. Your son has a different personality. Talk to me, everybody. What I just said. Does this make sense to you? You are not stupid, believe me, but you maybe have a strat. Now this is not beginner trader talk anymore. Beginner analyst. This is advanced. Maybe you are building or following or having a strategy that is not in line with your personality. And you can go this for decades. I promise you, no money for you. What does this mean? No money means that you can have a winner there and there eventually. Eventually you can have a winner, but it's going to be impossible for you to bring consistency to the table. Impossible. Why is that? Because you are a different personality. We learn all of this in the advanced course, everybody. If you are not in yet, some of you are, some of you are not. You are going to learn this in the advanced institutional trader course, right? In institution growing, not every institution, the rich guys, the big guys, you know, where we learn this, alright? About personalities. And again, pat yourself on the back. This is knowledge, alright? Not your fault. So if this does make sense, everybody, Don't fall prey to TikTokers and YouTubers that are telling you, oh, we are going to do a scalp today and tomorrow we are going to do a swing trade, and they are all over the place. They are trading gold and indices and soybeans and Forex and stocks. It's not true. Alright? It's not true in the sense it doesn't work. It does not work. Why not? Because you have a personality. Okay? Professional traders, yeah, I'm a swing trader. Me personally, I can do a scalp time to time. You know, I can go to a chart and do a news trade. You know, and I have fun. You know, doing some stupid things eventually time to time. But those results are produced me being a 70% swing trader. Again, I'm not going to ask you, do you agree with me? I'm going to ask you, does this make sense to you? Does this make sense? This explains a lot why 90% of people fail. Doctors, lawyers, movie stars, singers, quantum physics, strategy, whatever, you know, military men, whatever. Uber drivers, gardeners. And this also explains why electricians, gardeners, Uber drivers can make it. Make sense? But this explains why you could be so smart, extremely smart, talking about IQ, and one of my private students is a quantum physicist. You know, he's most likely 100 times more smart, talking about IQ, than all of us online, but still he's struggling as a trader. For years, no consistency, no consistency, no consistency. Again, does this make sense to you? This explains a lot. If you're coachable enough to understand that, oh yeah, you know, my wife is different than me. My brother is different than me. We all have our own personalities. Surata, predicting the market didn't wait for confirmation. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody, trading is a learnable skill. You can have this car, example, you can have this house, but making money in the Forex market is not easy. You are going to lose money. Beginner trader talk, don't fool yourself. You are not going to be rich in 1 year or more. Skills take time. Number one, you might learn in the wrong way. Number two, skills take time. And it's happening right now. If you are not coachable enough to say, oh yeah, I cannot buy strategies, I need to build mine because I have a personality. This is you being coachable. If you are not coachable, it's already another stumbling block for me and you. When learning is trading is a learnable skill. Alright, everybody? And after this beautiful sermon, here is the homework. Build your charts. Homework. Build your charts with trend lines, alright? One by one, step by step. You can do one currency pair per day. Build your charts, because you cannot graduate from this course unless you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Alright? You cannot graduate. You cannot come, boss, I have the money. I don't care. You cannot come in the Forex course 202. It's not about the money. Price, it's a filter if you are serious or not. But you cannot come to the Forex course 202 unless you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Why not? Because I'm not selling you a course I'm looking for traders. Everybody, do you want to see incubation accounts? Let me show you some incubation accounts. See everybody, this is an incubation account. I'm not selling you a course, price is a filter. Do you see this? This is an incubation account. The student trader, the analyst, you know, he put almost $2,000 and the manager pulled almost 8. This is an incubation account. And it's live. And it's live and it's on your name. Alright everybody? It's on your name. Not demo, not proprietary trading firms. Alright? So, boss, I have the money. You need to have 1, 2, 3 to be accepted in the advanced institutional trader course. Therefore, don't be lazy in learning. Build your charts. Homework. Where can I learn from you after this webinar? If you want private classes, you can send me a Gmail. Alright, mikefxboss@gmail.com. And shall I think someone cannot become professional trader within 3 months? Absolutely not. 3 years could be done if you are coachable, if you do the right things. Alright, again, not an average. Alright everybody, see you back on Monday. Have a great weekend. This is our last session until Monday. Stay strong and trade like a responsible business owner. Trade like a boss, because you are the boss of your account. And this is Mike the Boss.